Good morning, Pitbull Sleuth, Jill, Andrew. I'm here. Debbie, good morning. Just finishing up my cigarette. Obviously, I can't do that on camera. Kind of a different angle this morning. Eve, April, good morning, everyone. Deb, I had a wonderful Thanksgiving. I hope you did as well. Hope everyone had a wonderful Thanksgiving. Got to, spend time with your families. Martha, good morning. Oh, I'm doing fine. Reason why I'm doing this an hour earlier than normal is later on today. Yeah, black coffee. Later on today, me and Tim are playing in a golf tournament, and I just got home. I was volunteering this morning at the Union Gospel Mission. Good morning, William. How are you doing? But I was at the Union Gospel Mission this morning making soup. We took all the turkeys, what was left of them, and we boiled them down, and then we made kind of like a turkey soup stew. Carrots and potatoes and celery, onions, seasoning, all in a giant pot after we picked out all the bones. Really good soup. Jane, good morning. Good. Did you see my book cover at 401 now? No, I haven't, William. I have not seen it. Did you send it to me? Or post it in the group? I'll get over there later on this afternoon. Well, see, we have a 9:30 tea time this morning for the tournament we're playing in. It's me. Good morning. You changed your profile picture. Oh, it's on Twitter? With my phone. Damn it. Oh, my phone's on I've got one of those wireless docking stations in the house. That's where my phone is. Well, I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Cell phone. It's on Twitter. Tweet. I'll see tweets in any language now. Yeah, I'll put that at the top of my list. Thank you, Twitter. Oh, hey, that's cool as shit, dude. I don't know if you guys can see that. Come on, focus. Yeah, the R is on fire. Cool cover, William. That gets you one heart. Well, now you have two hearts. Good morning, Nikki. Molly. Good morning, sweetheart. Good morning, Jeanette. Good morning, Will. Hope you had a great holiday. Did what are we talking about? We're not talking about anything yet, Molly. We just started. I jumped in a couple of minutes early. I just got home. I was at the Union Gospel Mission this morning, making soup. I have two covers for two more works in progress, but I won't post them until it's near the time for their release. But I mean, that's a kick-ass cover. I like that. Very simplistic, but I like the R. It's on fire. Found out yesterday, my cell phone, it's basic. Dardine Creek, good morning. Yeah, I volunteer with the Union Gospel Mission. Probably, well, not as much as I used to. I work more with an outreach program that does Meals on Wheels, and we also go to like senior centers, retirement homes, and we make meals there for them. Kazap, good morning. Changing my profile picture. Baseball season is over. You're looking dapper today. Thank you, I guess. Yeah, I got home, jumped in the shower, and then had to run to the bank really quick, and then came here. I'm gonna do this. London had a bad day on London bridges. Bless those where'd it go? Those that lost their lives and were injured. I hadn't heard about that, April. Sorry about that. To everybody who was affected by whatever happened on the London Bridge. Shmita fam. What good soul you are, Will. Leading by example. Yeah. I try to do my best. Happy Gnosis. Good morning. I just wish I could get more of my friends. I've got another friend who she by herself with her daughter and her two daughters. They run a complete soup kitchen in another city. Terrorist attack. Wow. That sucks. Didn't they do something like that on Family Guy? In Family Guy, he was going to blow up the Quahog Bridge. I'm not trying to make light of the terrorist attack there, but good morning, still here, Tina, Miss Jagger. Good morning to everyone. $41. Wow. I will. It's a brisk 27 degrees here in Maine. It's probably close to that here right now. Yeah. It is 28 degrees here right now. Supposed to get up to a high of, I think, 35 today here, with a huge snowstorm coming in tomorrow. Our Shemitah leader is going to be our screens for a couple. Be off our screens for a couple weeks. I saw his video yesterday about jury duty. It's cold and rainy here in Madisonville, Kentucky. Poor TCL. Rupel, good morning. Dana Schmida. He'll be back safe. Scott's he's a good apple, or good seed, whatever they call it. Good morning, Cece. Oh, thank you, Molly. I appreciate that, Molly. Thank you for the super chat. You hope it's for a super high profile case, something like OJ or Christopher Watts. If you had jury duty, I get called for jury duty. No joke, every May. I can count on it, like taxes and death. I know every May I'm going to get my jury summons in the mail. Linda, good morning. 62 in Vero Beach, Florida. I wish I was there. Stuck in a we have a 9:30 tea time this morning. It's not going to be the most pleasant round of golf, but my golf cart has heat in it at least, so me and Tim won't freeze too bad. Well, we have snow now, and it's 32, and a winter storm on its way. Yeah, it's like I think the weatherman's calling for a 90% chance of snow tomorrow here, and I think they said accumulation was like a 1 to 2 inches. But I mean, that's more than enough to freak people out. Get a dusting here, and people just lose their mind. They are lined up around the block, at the tire centers trying to get studded tires. It's cold and rainy where CC is. It does do good. Take good care of information. Thank you. Good morning, Oma. Chrissy Lee. Good morning. Oh, you're not late, Chrissy. Chrissy, I started this a couple minutes early, but we're only about 8 minutes into this. It'd be cool to do something about high profile. I think the most exciting jury that I served on William was medical malpractice. A lot of them, I go through the process. They narrow down the jury pool, and I've been selected quite a few times. But then they end up settling out of court, and then about 4 weeks later, I get a check in the mail for like $30. No one serves on jury duty to get rich. That's for sure. I can make more money, working selling things that's online or something. I know a lot of different ways to make money, but it's 70 in Texoma. Wow. We have about 8 inches. Well, every cracks me up trying to drive again in the snow. They forget that they were doing it six months ago. Crazy Minnesota, yeah. You couldn't see something super high profile happening in Louisville, Kentucky. Things happen everywhere. It could be a murder case. I'm sure there's been some high profile murder cases in Kentucky. Good morning, kindness cakes. Wet and windy in South England. Is there any England in the U.S.? You have lots of English towns, cities, names. They probably are, kindness cake. Ooh, Jill. Jill knows somebody who was on the jury for Jeffrey Dahmer. Texas-Oklahoma border. Texoma. Good morning, Firefly. I like your profile pictures. It's me. Maybe not the Cubs, but still like it. Is that you? 1:10 in the morning here. Can't sleep in old Australia. Good morning, Gabe. Nikki H. Honestly, never want to see snow again. I grew up in the Midwest. I like the winter. It's one of the fall and winter are my favorite times of the year, because at least it's a change in the weather. Because where I live now, it's just either hot and miserable and sticky, and the humidity just drives you nuts, or it's cold. At least it's a change in temperature. Do you like mine, Will? Can you guess who it is? One second, Rupel. Oh, that's James Gardner. James Gardner. It is a pretty good Westerns, but I think a lot of people remember him more from the Rockford Files, but Hillary Franklin, good morning. Angel Eyes, good morning. Happy belated Thanksgiving to you and your family. Thank you very much, Angel Eyes. I appreciate it. Where'd you go? Scrolling up through the feed here. There you are. If that's a picture of you, it's me. You're a very, very pretty woman. Andrew Dahmer ruined chocolate Santas for me forever. And Avenus, what is it, the Avenus chocolates too. Does anyone remember Jimmy Stewart? He was superb. Yeah. Jimmy Stewart, see, one of his most iconic roles was the Christmas movie. I'm drawing a blank on the name of it right now. It's a Wonderful Life. Yeah. See, Dana Schmid is here for me. I was thinking, he gets his wings. Hillary Shields, good morning. Whoop. Dari D, good morning. My cat is in here. You guys want to see my cat? I have to move the camera, though, obviously. There he is. Oops. That is Bogey. Was he in Harvey? My opinion, Oma. You have a good day, sweetheart. Love cats. Mine's called Kevin. Wasn't he in that Alfred Hitchcock film? Jimmy Stewart. Good morning, Jill. Hazel. Good morning. Oh, and he was in a lot of movies. Damn good actor. I'm still here. I'm not going anywhere. Not yet. 7:15 a.m. here. Can I join your stream? We can try. William, here's the invite, the link. I don't know if it's going to work though. I'm not on my PC. It's actually running off this laptop that's behind me here right now. But I don't know if it's actually going to work. It's cold here today in Liverpool. He was also in Rope and in Vertigo. Vertigo was a good movie. Forgot about that one. Pitbull Sleuth. You have Firefly has two cats named Bookham and Dano after Hawaiian 5-0. Oh, that's cool. My daughter's a huge fan of not the original Hawaiian 5-0, but the remake series with the guy that was in Firefly. I can't remember. He's been in a lot of different things, but okay. Did anyone get any good deals on Black Friday? I did. I bought one thing. The camera. Oh, sorry about that. Well, right there is the coffee pot. $5. Paid $5 for it. That was at Target here. Needed a coffee pot for out here because I'm all getting tired of getting up and walking into the house to get coffee all the time. And I saw that on the Black Friday deal and it was like $5. Heck yeah. Book him, Dano. No more thermoses? No. Well, I mean, I have the coffee pot there. Of course, I forgot to buy filters. So I'm going to have to go to the store later today and buy filters so I can use it. Because I got on the other side of the wall there's a water hookup. So I got water and everything else out here. And I got the microwave so I can warm up coffee if I need it. We're going to Lake Tahoe next year. Can't wait. Hi, William.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay, cool. I was just in the other room eating breakfast and watching your stream. Yeah. It was, yeah. I don't know if you saw the chat I sent you, but I said that the last super high profile case in Louisville was like this guy named William who killed 2 old ladies, and the whole time I was thinking, why his name got to be William? I was in high school when I saw that. I remember when he was sentenced too. I was at the bowling alley with my dad and my sister. That was insane, but yeah, nothing that. I mean, there have been other high-profile murder cases, but nothing in comparison to that, or Christopher Watts, or anything else.
Do you drink coffee, William?
I do, but we ran out of cream here, so I chose not to drink any.
I don't drink coffee with cream. I drink it black, but
No.
Tim always drinks coffee with cream. And I finally remembered. It took me a year and a couple of months to finally remember to buy him cream from when he comes into town. Just the other day, I got cream at the store. Bought Coffee Mate creamer, but I was just looking at Jill here. Wanted to know if I could use paper towels for filters. I've never heard of that.
You can.
Really?
Me and my mom used to do that all the time. We used paper towels for filters. Like, we'd run out of filters all the time, it seemed like, and then we'd use paper towels.
I've never heard of that.
Yeah.
Good morning, Molly.
But yeah, it's what I call the poor man's coffee filter.
Hey, if it works, it works, right?
Yeah.
That's all matters. I just never heard that. I was like, really? Can you do that? I might try that. Not right now, but
yeah, but it's easy to mess up because the coffee filter will bend forwards, and then
do you have to fold it up into a pocket or something?
Sort of depends on what kind of brand, what the paper towel is like, but it's easy to mess up. Let's just say that you got to do it a certain way.
Thank you for the super chat, Irish Eyes. Appreciate it.
But yeah, Will, if I were to ever get on a jury duty, which has never happened to me yet, I say because that's eventually going to happen. I would want to be on something super high profile. I want to make it memorable, not just some teenager who stole booze from a Kroger or something. Because I say that because on my first day of training for Kroger 3 years ago, the woman told me that a guy on New Year's Eve stole a 6-pack of beer, and then he grabs a beer and then just scrambles out of the grocery store.
When I first met my wife, we weren't really dating at that time, but she used to work for 7-Eleven, convenience stores, and they used to get people used to do what they called beer runs on them. They would come in, they would kind of meander around the store. One person would would go up to the register and keep her busy, and the other person would grab an 18-pack and out the door. And their policy was never stop them. Just let them go. Doesn't matter if they carry the entire beer cooler out. Just let them do it.
Yeah, that's what my boss was saying. She's like, "Don't chase anybody. It's not worth your life." And I'm like, "You think I'm gonna risk my life for a 6-pack of fucking booze? Jesus." Yeah. I'm like, he's like, good. I'm glad you said that because we have many people who try to be heroes and chase thieves down. It's not worth it.
Yeah. I've never worked in an environment like that, like convenience store or anything like that.
I was at GameStop, man. A dude walks right up to checkout. He was in front of me, and then he walks up. He waited for Teresa to give him his game. She puts it in the package, and right when he was about to say, "Your total is such and such," he grabs the game and hightails it out of there right in front of me. And I was like, "What just happened?" She's like, "That guy just stole that game." I'm like, "What the fuck?" And that's not the first theft I've witnessed. I witnessed a guy. It was a female. She grabbed the game that she was buying as well as a bunch of other stuff, and then stuck it in her purse and ran off like it was nothing.
Oh, I've seen it happen. I've seen people do some really crazy things. I was at not this past, it was a Christmas, not last Christmas, but the Christmas before. I was at Kroger's. Fred Meyer. Fred Meyer Kroger. It's the same thing here, same company.
Yeah.
But this guy had stolen like a single steak, and there was something else. It was like a can of soup or something like that.
Okay.
Me and my friend were there, and we convinced the store manager not to, because he got caught by like this, what do they call those people where they would walk around in plain clothes.
Oh yeah, the security guard. They're like a fake customers. I forget their names.
That's prevention.
Yeah.
That's prevention officer. He got caught by them trying to shoplift this stuff, and we convinced the store manager not to press charges. We paid for the steak and for the, I think it was a can of soup, but it was like $9 total.
$9.
He didn't have any. He didn't have any money.
Oh.
Didn't have any food. And we're like, wow, this is a hell of a way for you to spend your Christmas in jail, over a steak and a can of soup. But desperation, drives people to do some crazy shit.
I mean, yeah, stuff like that I can understand, like, when it's food or, other necessities. Yeah. But it's like the thing that I really...
You don't need to steal a six-pack of beer.
Yeah.
I can hear you. Hold on a second.
Okay.
I've got the battery charger going on battery for my truck.
Yeah.
I'm not going to mention any names, but somebody left the dome light on in their truck all night long, and kind of killed the battery.
Well,
I plan on getting to the golf course this morning. I might need the battery in the truck to work.
You might need to take an Uber. That'll last resort.
Take an Uber. Because I gotta be there before Tim wakes up. He won't get up until probably another half an hour.
But yeah, I don't know if I already told you this, but I'm gonna tell it anyway. But one of my ex-girlfriends, I was in GameStop with her,
mm-hmm.
and then she looked about the store, and I was trading in some things, and right when we were about to get into the Uber, right when we got in there, I mean, she pulls out like a good $30 or more worth of merchandise that she stole. And that scared the crap out of me because the GameStop we go to is my home store. It's the closest GameStop I know to go to. So if you looked at the cameras, it looked like we had planned that whole thing out, distract the guy by trading it in, and she would steal a bunch of shit. But I was so scared at that moment when she did that, and I was like, oh my God, this girl just stole a bunch of stuff from my home store. And I was scared, but then I walked back in and I was like, okay, if they bring it up again, I'll just apologize. I'll say I had nothing to do with it. I had it all planned out, but nope, it never came up again. I got lucky.
Yeah.
It I didn't know she was gonna do that, but yeah, let's just say that was only one of the reasons on a laundry list of others of why I broke up with her.
I can understand that. If she would have gotten caught, they would have taken you down too.
Mm-hmm. Where I'd have went right down to the ship.
Yeah. Good morning, Zelda, Sally Lovejoy, Pink Camo. Good morning to everybody. Zelda, cold weather does that to batteries, but I left the dome light on in my truck, and so I had to go to went to the Union Gospel Mission this morning to make soup, and I'm like, oh, why is the dome light on? And then I put the key in the ignition, and it was like, wasn't even enough. But luckily, I wasn't going to be there that long. I was only there for a couple hours, but just took my wife's car instead because she was asleep. It wasn't like she was going to use the car while she was asleep. Dollar General and fill up their baskets and run out the door. Dollar General? I've never. Well, I guess people steal from from anywhere.
From the Dollar General, though, that's silly.
My daughter did it to me once. We were out of town on vacation. She's like, she took a pair of slippers, that like bath slippers and a robe from the hotel.
Oh my god!
And not thinking about it, they had Daddy's credit card. So I get home, I got nailed for like it was $170 for the robe and a pair of slippers. They nailed me.
$170. A robe and a that must have been a nice robe. A robe.
Sensible crime. Sensible crime accidentally steals stuff from Target all the time. And bring it back though.
If you're gonna accidentally steal something, let it be from Walmart because they, fuck people over all the time.
I did it. I stole something once in my life. I was probably, I want to say 8 or 9 years old. And I did it on purpose. And I told that I walked in, my mom worked at a grocery store. And I walked in, I told her that I was going to do it. And I did it. And then I walked up and I showed it to her. And then I walked out the door and then they stopped me. And then they took the item from me. But I can't remember what it was. It was something stupid like a pack of ink pens or something. I didn't even need them. I just did it to like piss my mom off.
Okay.
I can't remember what she did. Like, not buy me something. And I was like, I'm going to do this. And I did it. And then I was like, okay. They never did anything about it. They just told me not to come back in the store.
Yeah. Well,
you froze up, William.
Okay.
I can hear you.
But,
there you go. It's like you were stuck in like, mid, like,
but I stole one thing too once, and I was really young. I was like 14, 15, and yeah, I was 14. I stole a copy of Out of This World on the Super Nintendo from the store called Book and Music Exchange, and I didn't mean to do that because what happened was that I got home from the store after I bought everything, and I realized it was in my pocket, and I felt guilty. But I was like, I knew there's nothing I can do about it now because it's not like I can go back for it. They'll freaking arrest me. They'll have me arrested. So what I did was I stuck it in my sock drawer, and it never saw the light of day again for years. I'm talking from like 2010 to like 2017. I was around that time because I was going through some socks and I realized, I got an extra copy of Out of This World, and I remembered, that's how I got there. But yeah, if I were to, really think about doing something, doing some kind of criminal act, it would have to be something that would be worth a lot of money. Something in the high millions. What about you?
One thing I've stolen in my entire life, but
because I see these true crime shows, it's like they killed this person for $100,000 life insurance policy, and it's like $100,000. Come on.
I don't know. There's a couple people I'd probably offer, $100.
No,
I'm joking. I really wouldn't kill someone for $100. Okay, I killed Christopher Watts for free.
Really?
Yeah.
Like,
he deserves it.
Like, if you had the shot at doing that, knowing you'd get away with it, you'd do it for free?
Him?
Yeah.
Yeah. But as long as I don't have to, I mean, I guess morally, and it'd be wrong, but I don't know. There's some people like that they just deserve to die. They need killing.
Like David Parker Ray.
Yes. Yes. That'd be another one.
I keep every time I tell people about you, I talk about that video, and it's like Voldemort to you. You can't say it. I don't know if anybody y'all watch Harry Potter in the chat, but yeah, David Parker Ray is like Voldemort to Will. You can't say it. Anyway, but that was I was gonna bring this up earlier, but I wasn't sure. But now I'm going to. You know, sometimes I think what goes through people's heads, like prisoners' heads, when they're sitting in a cell during Thanksgiving, Christmas, 4th of July, all that jazz, and they're like doing life or 800 plus years or something like that.
Yeah.
What do you think goes through their heads?
What do I think is going through their heads if they get a sentence that long?
And then they had to spend Thanksgiving, Christmas, all the holidays.
Well, I think after a while it would just become that is your existence. I mean, I was watching a thing about this guy I think he's in Virginia or North Carolina. He got sentenced to 1,000 years.
Holy moly!
It's like, well, why would you need a sentence that long? I mean, he killed a mother and like I think her daughter, and then they just started tacking on like the sentencing of everything on top of it all, and it's like he ain't gonna live to see to do half, and not even a portion of it, because he was already in his 40s. So I mean, a sentence of 100 years would be well past his lifetime, but 1,000 years.
Yo, you're cutting out, dude. Like it sounds weird.
Sorry.
Yeah, I don't know if it's on your end. It was like weird. All right, I can hear you now. But what were you saying? I heard. Okay, so the guys got sentenced to 1,000 years, and then it just went haywire.
Yeah. So at 1,000 years, like he won't even live to serve 100 years, let alone 1,000 years.
You know what? I'd say in about 6 decades. Like, what if we do see somebody that lives to be like serves out 100 years?
Maybe.
But I guess it is kind of, you're right about the whole existence thing. You just kind of you adapt to an environment. It's kind of like if you were to put a man out in the jungle and just leave him there, eventually you get used to it.
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't know what it's like. I mean, I try to put myself in the mental mind capacity of someone who has to serve a sentence like that. I mean, Jake Patterson, the guy who kidnapped Jamie Kloss.
Yeah.
I was looking at his sentence. He's eligible for parole in 56 years or something like that.
Damn.
I'm like, really? Let me see. He'd be like 90 or whatever the hell, 56 years from now. That's a long fucking time.
He's my age, so like, I think. Let me do the math. I got a calculator.
Be an old ass man by the time he ever gets a chance for parole.
He'll be 79 years old. I mean, they're not going to
release him to a nursing home.
I mean, if they do, it'll be to there, or odds are he'll be sitting in the assisted living part of the prison where Bill Cosby's at right now, and
he's up for parole next year.
Yeah,
Bill Cosby, he's up for parole next year.
Do you think he's going to get out?
No. He doesn't think he's going to get out either. But he's up for parole. Because his sentence is 3 years to 10 years.
3 to 10, yeah.
But he was only convicted of one crime, one case of drugging.
Just one.
What?
Just one.
Just one out of all of them.
Wow.
Pitbull sleuth. Yeah, looked like John List. No one would care.
I think if he were to get out, he would just be like out of sight, out of mind. I don't think, it would be I don't think anybody would be able to put a hit out on him or anything.
Cosby?
Yeah, I think that he'd be like Lizzie Borden. It's like once she was, her case was dismissed, she was shunned by the town, and nobody really paid any attention to her.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know why I just compared Bill Cosby to Lizzie Borden.
Yeah.
I don't know. What did you see from me?
No, Zelda, I did not see that. Kindness Cake is Bill Cosby in general population. Yes, he is.
Oh, he is?
Yep. And he just did his first interview with. I just happen to have the notes here. I just did a video on it. It'll be up probably Monday. But he did an interview with BlackPressUSA.com. His first interview since being convicted. And all the other inmates in the general population, like pod, where he is, they call him the Godfather.
Wow. That's interesting.
Yep.
The Godfather.
Oh, yeah. Kathy, Bill Cosby is definitely denying everything. And in the interview, he actually said that, well, first off, in June, they filed a petition to have the entire sentence that he was given thrown out. And so they're appealing it. But he thinks that he's going to have to serve the entire 10 years from what he said in the interview, along with he doesn't plan on showing any, in 2020 in September of next year. He has to go in front of the parole board, and he doesn't plan on showing them any remorse at all because he doesn't think that he's guilty of anything.
Wow. Oh, I got a text from my guy. He said I showed him the other covers that I said I hadn't posted yet. He said, "Hi, William. I do like the covers. There is a sense of foreboding danger for sure, but you don't know when. When it does come, it will be worse than can be imagined. From the covers, I would not expect a poodle to show up, but what I would expect is true heart-pounding fear from something worse than a bloody joker and an insane axe murderer who is soulless and cannot be killed. That is what the cover inspires in me." So, yeah, that's just the most recent one I made. And there's another one I haven't posted too. Here, I'll show you the one he's talking about. You want to see it?
Yeah.
If y'all can see that.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Is that like a playground?
Yeah, it's the playground behind the school over by my grandmother's place where I'm at now.
That's cool.
Yeah. I went over there it was my first night here. It was like I think it was like 11:30 at night. I went over there and took pictures, and then I used some photo editing software to make that. And I'll show you the nightshade cover. If you can see that.
I can see Nightshade, but I can't make out what the rest of the picture is.
Let me take the brightness off. How about now?
Is that like a person?
Yeah, it's this was taken back during 4th of July of this year. During the fireworks show down this it was by the basketball court again here in Madisonville, and during the grand finale of the fireworks, there were so many. I'm talking fireworks show, Thunder Over Louisville, for those of you who have seen it. And it was, there was a lot of fireworks, let's just say that. And it caused all that smoke. And my uncle went down there to get the remains of the fireworks and other things. And so I took that picture of him going into the smoke. So, yeah.
It's my cat. Bogey. You say hi to everybody. Say hello to everybody, Bogey. Yeah. This is about as friendly as he gets.
Oh wow.
Don't want him walking across the keyboard too much, turning the damn stream off or something.
Oh God.
But Zelda, I will look that up later.
You know, I'm still waiting for the day that you go on a huge rant in front of the camera and telling you how you're tired of this case, the Christopher Watts case. I just before I met you, I remember watching a video. I was like, when is this guy just gonna snap? Just when.
Oh, I've come close quite a few times. Kindness cakes. Love the cat.
Oh, I just thought of something.
What's that?
Do you watch After Prison Show?
After Prison, I've seen some of them, like the after. Yeah, I've seen some of them.
Yeah, probably one of the scariest, creepiest. I wouldn't say scary, but for those of you in the chat, have y'all seen the After Prison Show? Let them answer. But yeah, I saw an episode he did. This guy that they were helping out. His name was Pee Wee. Yeah, that's his nickname. I forget his real name.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I've seen that.
He said he shared a cell with a guy named Psycho Sam. And I remember that case. I was back when I was into that channel called Graveyard Shift. He was an up and coming horror rapper, and he killed his girlfriend and the rest of her family. And he got, in exchange for putting the death penalty off the table, he pleaded guilty and got 4 life sentences plus 632 years. And I'm just thinking to myself, I was just imagining, what if like I went to jail for something like drugs, and then I'm sitting in a cell with a dude that has 4 lives plus 632 years, and I'm sitting in there for drugs.
Yeah.
I mean, what goes through your head?
It's hard to say. If you have a sentence like that, you know you're never going home.
Yeah, and you got 2 years left on your sentence, but he ain't getting out, and he's just silly.
No, so After Prison Show is Joe Guerrero.
I've been watching him since, I think this is the anniversary when I ran across him. I think it is, because I saw him a little bit after Thanksgiving.
And I subscribe to it. I haven't caught up with it, for quite a while. I mean, he keeps on starting and closing businesses.
Oh, I mean, you gotta find your niche. I mean, he just wants to. He's tried the cleaning service. He tried the moving. The moving services.
Yeah,
it's going downhill. I mean, sometimes it takes a bunch of times to get it right. Some people get it right on the first try.
It's true. And another one that I watch is 23&1.
Oh, that's one of the good ones. He actually inspired a short story for me. I can't find the story he told. He probably deleted the video, but it's the one where he broke into the house, and then right when he was about to run out of there, he hears the garage door opening, and then he hides in the attic. Yeah, I told you this one on a previous stream, and I was thinking, what if it was like some kind of murder? And then I wrote some of that down. I've yet to post it though, but he was the inspiration for one of my stories.
I see him on Twitch.
Oh,
he games a lot.
Sounds like it as much as he talks about it. I don't see those streams, and I don't like his streams because he just rambles. He'll get on a subject and then he won't talk about what the subject is for until an hour into the video.
Yeah, he does that a lot. But it is an interesting. content, especially if, is more of a raw look at what it's like, for people to do time in prison.
Oh yeah.
Where Joe Guerrero in After Prison Show is more of like the what's going on after, life. After you've served your sentence and and you're trying to make a go of it out here.
Yeah.
But yeah, so he's had the cleaning business, lawn care, the scooter business, the moving business, and now he's buying houses.
I forgot about the scooter and lawn care.
Yeah.
But shit.
And then the storage lockers, because he got into the storage business, buying up foreclosed storage units.
Wasn't that a reality show on A&E where they like?
Yeah, there still is.
Oh, I thought it went off.
No, they're still out there. Most of it's fixed though. It's Are you staring at me? What are you doing? I just caught a glimpse of him off the reflection of the monitor. I was like, "Whoa, hello, cat. How you doing?" But yeah, there's storage wars.
Oh yeah, that was what it's called. That was back when I used that was when I stopped watching cartoons and I would like surf the channels for stuff to watch. That was back in middle school. Yeah. And me and my dad would watch stuff like Most Shocking, Most Daring, World's Dumbest. That was in the good old days of True TV. Now it's just True TV should just change the name to Impractical Jokers. That show ruined True TV, I think. Because they canceled all the stuff and to make room for that. It seems like, I mean, I get it. It's a business technique, but come on. That's just one show. It'd be like if AMC, changed, just made room for The Walking Dead.
I don't watch cartoons. Zelda likes cartoons. My entire family, my wife, my daughter, and they're into like anime.
Oh, me too.
It's not my thing. But to each their own, I guess.
The best part about anime is anyone can watch it. Like, it's not just for kids. It's not just for, teens or whatever. Anyone can watch it. And that's what made cartoons good, like, back in the day, too, because, kids can watch it and adults can watch it and also enjoy it. But nowadays, it's just, a bunch of ridiculousness.
Yeah.
It's not really worth watching. Although there's some things I watch with my nephew, like SpongeBob and The Loud House. That's a really good one on Nickelodeon. The Loud House.
I've never heard of that one.
It's
every once in a while, on YouTube, I'll watch like Family Guy.
Oh, I haven't seen that in years.
They have like full episodes on YouTube. Obviously, not legitimately done. It's like somebody copied it and put it on there.
Remember when YouTube was full of movies and it was basically Pirate Bay except without the Fed.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I remember watching full length movies on YouTube. I watched Shawshank. I watched Misery.
I watched that on YouTube just the other night.
Misery?
Shawshank Redemption.
Yeah.
I was watching. They had this guy's got a channel where he broke it down into like 4-minute clips.
Yeah.
Of the movie. And I was just going through and I was picking parts of Shawshank Redemption that I liked.
Wow, there are
the entire movie. He's got a whole bunch of different movies on there, but that's a great movie.
It is. I saw it on DVD at a gas station for like $2. I don't know why I didn't pick it up, but it is what it is.
I almost never watch any television. I watched a little bit when I was back home for the funeral, and then because there was nothing to do when I was there. I was stuck in a small town. It was cold.
Yeah.
It was snowing, and I'm like, screw this. I'm not going anywhere. I'm like, drive downtown, but for what? What would I do downtown? And I think the population is like a couple hundred people.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'll just sit here and watch TV.
That was me during the summer of 2011. After my 8th grade graduation, I went to I was with my grandmother and my aunt to first we stopped here in Madisonville, then we went to Nashville, and then me and my aunt were just stuck in the house because it was like 95 degrees, and people were losing their power. It was people were like it was like a very, very hot day. So we didn't go anywhere. So I just was stuck in the house playing, Ocarina of Time all day. Yeah. And that was, looking back on it, I enjoyed every minute of that. But sometimes it's like when you're stuck somewhere and you only got one thing to do, it turns out to be, you end up having a pretty good time with it.
Have you seen The Joker?
Yes.
What did you think of the movie?
I loved it. My dad, on the other hand, was like, he had a horrified look on his face the whole time. He was horrified. He was confused. He was shocked. He was everything.
That was what River Phoenix's brother, Jacqueline? How do you pronounce it?
Joaquin.
Yeah. Joaquin Phoenix. Yeah, he went off the freaking rails there for a while.
The deep end, yeah.
Oh, he was going to be a white rapper. I remember seeing him on David Letterman. I was like, "What the hell happened to you? I don't know what you were smoking, buddy, but I put that pipe down."
What'd you think of The Joker?
I haven't seen it. It's probably been 5 years since I've been to the movies.
Really?
Don't go.
I used to go at least once a year.
My daughter and my wife, they have an AMC movie theaters here.
Yeah.
And they have passes, so they get to go to, I think, 10 movies. And it's 10 movies every 2 months. So I mean, they go to the movies all the time. And I'm like, okay, whatever. And my niece works there, at the movie theater. So if we wanted to, we didn't have the passes, we could just pay the tax, and I think it's like $4 to go see a new release.
That would hit you in the wallet. I mean, going that often, to me it would, because concession stands.
Yeah.
My sister and her son went to see Frozen 2 last night, and they're like, "We're gonna stop at the dollar store," and I was like, "You mean the real concession stand?"
Well, that's what I do. Yeah. I stop by Dollar Tree, buy candy there, and then I just put it in my pockets and go in. I ain't buying it freaking overpriced stuff there.
It's like over where I live. They keep changing the name of the movie theater, so I'm not even gonna say it. But they charge like $20 for like a 3-piece chicken strips and fries. That's $20. It's either $15 or $20, but either way, it's expensive.
Yeah. Bye, Stacy.
It's like, sweetheart. I think it's like $25 for a burger. It's like
what?
Yeah. That place will hit you in the wallet. It is insane. My dad dropped $40 for us to go see The Joker.
Pitbull Sleuth hasn't been to the pictures in 20 years. There's just a thing here as we were talking. I'm like trying to remember what the last movie I went and saw in the theater was. I mean, it's got to be at least 5 years since the last time I went.
Yeah.
I just never make time for it.
I thought Andrew Thehar. First I thought his last name was Thor. That would have been cool. But he says, "I used to sneak in pizza, McDonald's, giant pretzels. I've never got busted once." That reminds me of when the third and last Lord of the Rings film came out. Me and my friend, and his parents, we brought McDonald's in. I don't know how we got it in, but we had like I got a 10-piece nugget, burgers, fries, and a whole lot of other stuff. We snuck into the theater. I don't know how we got it in there, but we got it in there. We had a feast while watching Lord of the Rings.
At the AMC theater here, they we've got there's two of them, and one you can actually go and they have like recliner couches.
Yeah.
You can order dinner, and they bring it right to your table right there in the theater. So you can order like everything from like pasta, burgers, chicken, whatever, and they bring it right to you. And all the seating is in like they're side by side like recliner couches with you put your feet up and everything else. I mean, it's so comfy. That's the last time I've been there was just after they opened.
Wish I had that rural treatment when over at the movie theaters. I mean, over at Baxter Avenue Theaters, they have the ones where you can just kick back and lean up like you just explained, but that's it. They're not going to serve you food like that.
Yeah, you can order everything from like beer, wine, soda, all delivered right to your seat.
That's crazy. That would come in handy so that I can stop sneaking popcorn salt in from the concession stand.
All right. I have to end the stream.
Okay, you got to get to the golf.
Tim's awake and wants to know what we're doing for breakfast, and my wife is making breakfast for us right now, so we eat before we go golfing. So, ladies and gentlemen, I have to go. William, it was really nice talking to you again. Like I said, I want to record an episode for the podcast with you.
Okay.
It'd be just like this, the two of us, but there won't be a comment section, but it'll be a stream where you can tell me, talk about your book, the one that you have that's coming out.
Okay, and just so you know, the first two are coming out in January. I'm gonna tweet this out because it's I realize there's no realistic scenario of me getting all this done in 2019. I mean, and having it released in 2019. Because once I get it done, I got to ship it to the editor. Then she's got to do it. That's going to take some time. And by the time that happens, it's going to be 2020. So, yeah.
Well, yeah, we won't actually get a chance to record it until December sometime. It probably won't come out until after your book is out anyways. But, I mean, sometime in January. But, we'll talk about whatever comes to mind about the book, and give a story on who you are, as well. But we'll do a stream like this and talk about it. So, but I'll have to email you the link.
Yeah.
That way we don't get 400 people. That way it's just a stream with just the two of us. But thank you again, William. I appreciate it. And you have a great day today. And everybody else out there, stay safe. I will see you all later.
All righty.
Have a good one.